Okay, it is
Don't start
7:36 p.m. on this February the 3rd, 2025. I'm going to officially call this special meeting to order. We don't need to do the pledges we do in the regular meetings. I'll do a quick roll call vote. Mayor Allen is here. Deputy Mayor Ryan.
Here.
Trustee Sauer is absent. Trustee Shuddick.
Here.
Trustee Walreed.
Hello, here.
Trustee Alter.
Yep.
And birthday man / trustee Hanselman.
Here.
I got a cord problem here.
Oh, you want me to put it on the back of the chair?
Nope, it's there's something weird about the converter here. Alright. Nope, other way, I have to bend it another direction. I obviously have to buy a new converter here. Well, anyway. Okay, don't touch any cables. Good. Alright, so the special meeting is officially underway. We have a couple Department of Public Works items first. Bobby, do you want to quickly summarize the recommendation from you and Trustee Shuddy on the interview for the full-time employee for the MEOL position?
Dan and I interviewed Riley, and we are more than willing to move forward and appoint her as a full-time MEOL.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Dan, you want to add anything?
No.
Alright.
I'm just glad to hear that you want to get your sewer and water licenses eventually, which, you know, in a village like us, like ours.
I mean, we're not holding you to that, but we're not holding you.
But it would certainly be, yeah.
Right.
It's a great opportunity, and to want to go after that right now is pretty awesome, and I think there's actually a little bit of a demand for it because there just aren't that many folks going for it. And if you're comfortable doing it, it's a good, safe, reliable position that we're always gonna need. So that's fantastic.
Plus, you'll be a woman. You can break barriers and smash glass ceilings and stuff.
Or just smash
sewer pipes.
sewer pipes. Yeah, either one.
That's it.
All right. So we have a
Don't do
resolution.
those because those cost money.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
So don't.
Resolution appointing a full-time MEOL to the Department of Public Works, whereas the Hoosick Falls Board of Trustees is seeking to hire a full-time DPW worker, MEOL, to cover a recent vacancy. I'm going to skip all the other whereas. It does mention that we received one application for the vacancy, and the candidate, Riley Holbrook, sat for an interview with Deputy Mayor Ryan and Trustee Shuddig. The candidate was hired previously as a part-time summer DPW worker in 2024 and has remained working with the DPW based on need and exemplary service. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Hoosick Falls in regular session duly convened as follows. 1. The Village of Hoosick Falls Board of Trustees hereby appoints Riley Holbrook as a full-time MEOL worker to the DPW at the hourly rate of $21.13 per hour as per the CICA contract. And 2. Due to her successful work completed thus far as a part-time DPW worker, the Board of Trustees agrees to adjust standard probationary period from 6 months to 3 months. I need someone to offer that resolution.
I'll move that.
Thank you, Bobby.
I'll second it.
Thank you, Dan. Where is my official one of these? Does anybody have the hard copy of this one somewhere over there?
No.
Well,
I don't have any.
I'll note it, that's fine. So there's Bobby. Okay, so just to mention on the record,
You didn't send me that one, Rob.
oh my bad. Previously we had hired, I think it was both Charlie and Ethan as previous summer workers for
Yes.
DPW. We kept them on, and we set the precedent, kind of continuing previous precedent of adjusting the 6-month probationary period to 3 months. Dan and I were checking the county civil service regulations, and they just stipulate a no less than, no greater than period. The rest is up to us. So this approach is standard within what we do. All right. Any other discussion? Roll call vote. Trustee Alter.
Yes.
Trustee Hanselman.
Yes.
Trustee Shuddy.
Yes.
Trustee Sauer is absent. Trustee Walreed.
Yes.
Mayor Allen is a yes, and Deputy Mayor Ryan.
Yes.
Yes. Congratulations, Riley. You are officially appointed. Woo!
And it'd be-
Welcome to the
it'd be more
team.
money than I thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And you know, stick it to the boss every once in a while. Okay. There you go.
There's plenty of help doing that, trust me.
Alright, the second DPW item is we have a resolution authorizing the purchase of a dump truck. This is actually working off of an Onondaga County purchasing contract through New York State purchasing. So we're basically duplicating that approach. That's kind of what this resolution
What's
reads
the
as.
cost?
The cost previously from like about 6 or 7 months ago was about $199,000. We originally were thinking had set it at not to exceed 200, but things have probably changed by then, so we're setting this as not to exceed 250,000 as a purchase.
Kenny, how much CHIPS money you mentioned before we could take some of it?
Is it typical for the truck to be a 4x2?
Is it typical to be a 4x2 for a dump truck?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. You're gonna pay another almost $100,000 for
Right,
for
for
next.
four.
Yeah.
Oh,
These trucks are heavy enough. We've never had a four-wheel
No,
truck.
no,
on the
right.
truck.
Okay.
okay.
What
Yeah.
was you saying again?
The CHIPS money, how much, I remember you said before we take a certain amount of it.
I just have to use a percentage of it for paving, and then we can use the rest, and you'd have to ask Denise how much is, I don't remember exactly how much is left. Between 70 and 100,000, I believe, is left.
And we have time because it's gonna take 6 to 18 months.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be
For the order to come through
2026
and get
before
here.
we get it, so.
It'll be at least a year and a half.
It won't be this year's CHIPS money.
Yeah. So hopefully by then the
Did we sell the,
3M will be in.
No, No.
no, whichever one we were
We've
selling.
have
not
not
sold the
yet.
excavator yet, still on the list of things to do. Alright, so we have the resolution authorizing the purchase of a dump truck. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Hoosick Falls in regular session, duly convened as follows. 1, that this village board does hereby approve and authorize the purchase of a new 2025-2026 International Model HV 507 4x2 single axle dump truck with all necessary hydraulics and attachments from Allegiance Trucks as an agent and authorized dealer of Navistar with payment thereof to Navistar Incorporated, 399 Albany Shaker Road, Suite 202, Loudonville, New York, pursuant to Onondaga County Contract number 0010914 at a total cost not to exceed 250,000. Alright, need someone to offer the resolution?
I will.
Thank you, Deb, and I need a second.
I'll second it.
Alright, thank you. Any further discussion? Alright, hearing none, we have a roll call vote. Trustee Shudig is first this time.
Yes.
Trustee Hanselman.
Yes.
Trustee Alter.
Absolutely.
Trustee Walreed.
Yes.
Trustee Sauer is absent. Mayor Allen is a yes. I'm sorry. Mayor Allen's a yes. Deputy Mayor Ryan
yes.
is a yes. So that also passes.
And
Great.
Katie, did you talk to, Allegiance about the quote being valid or no, or?
Not yet, no. I was waiting because I wasn't sure what
Right.
we had to do, so I'll go up there tomorrow and just make sure. You know, like I said, it's gonna probably be a little bit more. I can't imagine much more because it was only, I think it was April of
It was
last year.
April or May, right, yeah.
Well, and I know that, Elena, there was some confusion because she, SWAC stuff. So Allegiant subcontracts out to SWAC.
Sure.
To get like the dump body put on and the hydraulic setup for the plow and everything like that. So that was all that was. It wasn't like a different
Right.
purchaser or anything, so
Right.
it's all. Which is nice because Waxer, Steve Towns, they do all of our work anyway.
And they've done all, right, exactly, they've done all the work historically, so. Perfect.
Alright, the next one is a resolution for a revenue anticipation note. This is dated on the sheet on the screen from our last regular board meeting, but we did not move on that, so I have taken the hard copy and modified it to be February 3rd, 2025. This is a resolution delegating the village treasurer the power to authorize the sale and issuance of not to exceed $735,000 revenue anticipation notes of said village in anticipation of the receipt of water, sewer, and refuse collection revenues. Now, just to give you the kind of the more specific details, there's 2 things we are anticipating revenue on. The first is the April billing for water, sewer, refuse. The second is the monthly sludge haulers dropping things off at the wastewater treatment plant. So we know we need cash right now, just because this happens to be the season where our cash flow is the lowest. So this will get us, allow us to go no higher than $735,000. We talked about the possibility of borrowing against the anticipated revenue of that 3M settlement, but that's not something that's legally allowed. So this is focused just on what we're legally allowed to do. So there's a lot of details on these, and we've done these before. It's from our same bond council. I'm gonna bypass a lot of this, but be it resolved by the Board of Trustees of the Village of Hoosick Falls, Rensselaer County, New York as follows. The power to authorize the sale and issuance of not to exceed $735,000 revenue anticipation notes, Village of Hoosick Falls. I'm gonna skip all the rest because we've seen it all and we can see it right there. So, knowing that that is the case, I need someone initially to offer it.
I'll make that motion.
Alright, thank you.
Based on Denise, they gave me all the different numbers of what it's like, approximately like $400 and something thousand in bills that are outstanding right now that she needs to make payment on.
Okay. Need someone to second it? Thank you, Deb. Alright, any further questions or comments or discussion? Alright, hearing none, I'm gonna do a roll call vote. Trustee Alter.
Yep.
Trustee Hanselman.
Yes.
There's one N in Hanselman, right?
Yes.
I wrote two. I don't know why I did that. It's because my colleague has two N's.
There's one in the beginning and one in the end.
No, that's true. Trustee Shuddig.
Yes.
Trustee
Yes.
Walreed. Trustee Sauer is absent. Deputy Mayor Ryan,
Yes.
and I am also a yes. So that also passes, thank you. And our final resolution this evening is before we do the Steve Colburn race, is just the 15th resolution, which basically reimburses the legal fees and engineering fees as it relates to the new water supply. We've done these before, so I'm gonna skip. The funds are $148.50 for Sterling Environmental and $575 to Gokers Tingley, and this is for the month of December of 2024. So I would expect at the next regular meeting we'll have a January bill coming. And this is all money that comes out of the escrow account, so this is just our standard approach. So now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Trustees voted to follow to regular session duly convened as follows, that this Board of Trustees does hereby authorize the payment of invoices from Sterling Environmental Engineering PC in the amount of $148.50 and Gokers Tingley in the amount of $525 to be paid from the new escrow account funded by St. Cobain and Honeywell as provided for in the agreement authorized by the parties and approved by this village board back on May 10th. Need someone to offer the resolution?
$575.
$575 for attorney fees and $148.50 for.
I can second it.
Sure.
$723.50.
Yeah, it's a big one. Alright, offered by trustee Hanselman, seconded by trustee Walreed. Any other discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote. Another random order. Trustee Shuddig's first this time.
Yes.
Trustee Hanselman.
Yes.
Trustee Alter.
Yes.
Trustee Walreed.
Yes.
Trustee Sauer is absent. Deputy Mayor Ryan.
Yes.
And I am also a yes, so this passes as well. Alright, the final item is we have a request for the annual Steve Colburn Memorial 5K race. They want to race Saturday morning, October 11th, 2025. They are requesting the exact same approaches, times, and race path from the past couple. And as they noted in their email, they have been doing this since 2014, which I did not realize. I can't believe he has been gone that long. You went to school with Steven?
Yes, we graduated.
Same year? Oh man. Alright. Yeah, so
It was actually tomorrow.
really?
February 4th. Absolutely. Yep.
Man oh man.
I remember, I lived next door to his dad, but I had
Mhm.
Oh, we lived up there.
next to Craig, yeah.
I remember him as a student and I remember just everyone being completely shell shocked when the news came. That was just so hard. Alright, so I need someone to make the motion to approve the use of Wood Park and Village Roads. Trustee Alter and Bobby second. Further discussion? All in favor? Opposed or abstentions? Alright, it carries. Anything else you guys wanna discuss?
I do.
Yes, Kenny.
Have we come to a decision on Willard Street, the no parking on that one street?
We're looking to introduce a local law to
At the February, it's the next
it'd be the
week.
February meeting.
Right, every time it snows, I get complaints.
Yeah, and I noticed, I went by again today,
Yep.
and that vehicle that's parked there,
With the plow in the front.
with the plow in front,
Has it moved?
hasn't moved, and I went up and checked last week on January 29th, and took pictures. The registration is expired on January 31st of 2025. The inspection expired in 2020.
Ooh.
There was a temporary sticker on the front window, but I sent all that to the police and they were checking
Kevin
into
will
it.
be so proud of you.
What
So
address is
proud
this
of
again?
you.
It's
By the old Stewart's
between
on Small
Stewart,
Road.
between Church Street and Main Street, Dan, heading to Stewart's.
In between Stewart's and the
Main-
Yeah,
Legion.
small little street.
Willard Street.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of what
Yeah.
what vehicle it is.
It's a Dodge Ram,
Flatbed.
old one,
Old
the
with
bed's
bottom
removed,
front.
it's a flatbed.
Yeah.
It's got a rigid toolbox on there and
And a snowplow.
Our junk car wall.
I vote and I have guns and all this
Yeah,
shit,
oh, yeah.
that's on it,
I
you
mean,
know.
you can't have an unregistered car on the street anyway, so.
No, well, but it wasn't unregistered until January, cause there's no sticker in the window at all, the sticker in the window was 2020. But I looked on the dashboard, and on the dashboard, there is the sticker that said 125, which, so it's gone now.
Does anybody know whose it is? Like, does anybody know the owner?
I believe they live on that corner where,
They live on, the corner of Main
in the
and,
church.
yeah, they live on the corner,
Or Main and Willard, I'm sorry.
yes, they
And,
live on Main Street,
where
right in the
Scotty
corner with
McCarthy's
the
live.
head.
Is that a rental property?
I don't know, I know Scott
I don't think
McCarthy's
so.
live
Scotty-
there.
You're talking about the one across the street, if you're on Willard Street, it's across on,
If you put it this way, Dan,
if you walk down Willard Street, it's right in front of you.
Towards Stewart's?
Yeah,
It's on your right.
it's on, so if you came up Main Street and turned
Yeah.
right into Willard, on the side, it's right there on the right hand side. Like, you know where Neil's mother-in-law lives?
Yeah.
She
Across
can't, you
the
can't
street.
back out of Neil's
Yeah.
mother-in-law's driveway, cause that truck is parked right
And
behind
it's
the
just
driveway.
been rotting into the ground, huh?
Oh, no, it's just, no,
It showed up like 6 months ago.
yeah,
It showed up in the fall.
and I think he owns the red pickup, true.
Yep,
But
and
that
then
was
there's a-
moved.
then there's a blue van that parks right there too.
Yeah.
Yes. And right by the driveway.
And I did have a complaint by a resident, actually, when I was in the village office the other day. Ed Farinini and his wife were there to file a complaint about it, wanted to know about it, and I said,
Cause they can't get out of their driveway.
because they can't get out of their driveway either.
Where are they?
They
live
live
across
on the other
street,
corner,
right
they
next-
live next to Neil's mother-in-law, they live
Oh, okay.
going
I
up
know
Main
them.
Street.
They're
The ones
I
with
like
the
them.
Christmas decorations,
Just don't,
out,
just don't
yeah.
drive it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Speaking of driveways,
I think it's operational.
Deb's got one?
speaking of driveways,
Yeah.
DOT said no to moving that pole.
Really?
No, they did move the pole, sorry. And then DOT said no to the curb cut, so they can't give her little parking space there that they were gonna.
Why does the
That's what the Stewart's guy told me.
DOT
Why do they care where there's a curb cut? I don't know. But they said no, that's what he, I can send you the emails.
That's absurd.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah, we can't do anything on Route 22, I mean, without DOT's approval.
Oh,
No,
that's-
I know that.
Okay.
You know,
So that's why it's.
So that's why-
it's
Um,
42.
DOT.
Did you
owns
get that from a
Route
phone
22.
call or an email?
Doesn't make any sense why they would.
I got the last message in an email, but I can ask him to
No,
send
we
me the
can't.
DOT report. Samantha's kind of okay with it, I think just because I talk to her like
Thank you.
every other day practically.
Thank you.
That so she asked if they can't put the driveway thing in there, the parking area, they could just, I mean, now it looks terrible because it's all torn up, so.
Right.
So he's gonna ask, Chuck is gonna ask if Stewart's can plant that up nice, but,
Oh, instead of keeping the driveway, just plant some
well,
things there?
instead of leaving it the way
Sure.
it is.
That makes sense.
I can't imagine that they won't do it, but,
Yeah.
They seem to be pretty reasonable to work with, Stewart's.
Well,
yeah, he just told me that if they don't have any equipment nearby or something to be able to do that, then they might.
generally yes, but Tom Peabody had to do a ton of work and documenting
Yeah.
the stuff he had to go through to get action. That was disappointing to see.
But listen, part of the reason that these things happened, because our zoning laws are so vague and
Yep.
old
Yep.
and
I
so,
think
you know, the planning board and the zoning board can only go by the zoning laws, that's their job.
I would love to see, especially over like the next month or two, reaching out to some firms who can help us really update, look through, and use some of the 3M settlement money to put forward
Yeah,
a really solid review.
I would like to do that, I would like to, anyway, I would.
That would be great. And there's a bunch of firms that I can tell you about and what our experiences have been.
Yeah, if
what
you wanna
others
shoot
have
me an
been.
email with
Yeah,
names of
that'd
others,
be awesome.
that'd be great.
Then we can get some info and ideas from them and we can kinda make a decision from
Yeah.
there. Anything else? Birthday boy, do you wanna make a motion to adjourn?
Sure.
Need a second?
Second,
Bobby, all in favor of adjournment?
aye.
Aye, opposed or abstentions? Alright, carries, we're officially
Wow, less
adjourned
than half an hour.
at 7:55 PM.
This has gotta be.
Thank you all.